the Democrats, you don't have to worry about Democrats and Republicans. You don't have to worry about them. All you have to do is practice your Islam. Okay, are there any questions about anything that we've said? Okay, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
On like the general topic of like say this community here, there's elements of that community that are kind of, openly non-friendly, and can you talk a little bit, you've had a lot of experience with this, talk a little bit with navigating through kind of pulling in the resources to do the work of Allah from a group of people who they're not all about what you're about, and reaching the right ones.
Okay. No. Let me put it this way. Look, you remember we went over to about a year and a half. It's almost 2 years ago. Now this is of November. Yeah, we went out. That's the last program that they had at the end of the year. I used to go to all of them, and I look. Don't hold no grudges. If we held grudges, we wouldn't do nothing. If we held grudges against Negroes, you wouldn't want to. I ain't working with no Negroes no more. You wouldn't, because they cut your throat. The people we're talking about, there's a part of the crew that have not sold us out, but they thought that we were messing up their approach. Right, that we were messing up their approach, that they're trying to do this, and this is not new. There's been a quiet crew for a long, long time. Ibrahim Yazdi, those type of people. I mean, this has been a long time. And then there's been the other type of people who were blinded by dislike, and they're bombing and they're killing us. But now people are growing older. The people are smarter and better. We don't have to worry about the people. This sounds a little, you got this sounds, don't worry. Love. You got to just like everybody. No, it don't make no difference, because if you don't, you'll use up your time. If you do that, Allah will just roll everything in there. That's why we're not putting the one out from before. A few days ago, because of the flow, the attitude. So I had time to think about it. And this is right. The approach we're taking is the right approach. But we do that on a lot of them. We vent. This is how we really feel about that. Yeah. And then we come back, peace and love, everybody, flowers for everybody. That's the way we feel now. And that's been our policy, and we're going to keep it up. You got to remember, everybody is accountable for what they do. And Allah is Al-Hasib. He's the accountant, not me and you. Because if we do our add and the subtraction, we're going to do it with our small vision, our human vision. Allah has the global, universal, unfailing vision. And He knows what's in those people, and He knows why they do. Allah knows all of that. Okay? That's why we turn everything over to Allah. Victory, look, we already are victorious now. We're already victorious. As a group, you got to remember, we've been here over 40 years. Just D.C., who's been against us here? Everybody. Who can survive that? We're just, and we're not, we're just grinning and laughing. The people that moved against us, they're all dead. The Negroes who was here when I got here, half of them has passed away. And the second group is getting ready to go. And we're still here. And they're nervous and we're not. We ain't did nothing to nobody. Right? We ain't did nothing to nobody, and we're not in a hurry to get to your place and get your approval. We're not into that. This is, I think it's the answer to the old people back in slavery, and they was praying for something, and they just had we've already surpassed that, what they was asking for, and now we're going for, they never thought of fixing the whole world. We have to fix it. If we don't fix it, who else is going to fix it? That's what big thinking is about. And you say, well, who you think you can fix? Well, I know what they do, and I don't want to be around that, right? I mean, they are crackpots, right? So anyway, be waiting for us out there, and we'll stand by and stand. What did old Don say? Yeah, just get ready. Don't you worry, we'll be there. Let them worry about what we mean. Even we don't know what we mean, Allah knows what we mean. I'm trying to tell you, this thing is in the hands of Allah. And I'll close with this. Historically, the ayat that comes to my mind is about enemies that you know and enemies that you don't know. Can you imagine the enemies that you know about Iran? What about the ones you don't even know? Them guys is up to something too. Can you imagine? Y'all gotta be up on what's going on. This is bigger than it. This is just, hey man, it's a role. Thank you very much. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم.